Okay, so hopefully this is working. And now the Twitch sets have updated too, so I think the stream has started. Hello everybody, all of the 0 viewers that are here. Today I will do another sorting video. This time I will sort the second largest Lego Chima set, 710 Legends of Chima, the Lion Chi Temple, I believe it is called. It has 1,209 pieces. It's the second largest one after the Phoenix Temple. I got the set used for about 55 euros, which I think was a very good price, especially since the box was in a great condition. And I have already opened the set, and this is what I found inside. So the previous owner was nice enough to try to sort these into different colors. And I'm saying try, I mean, they did manage to do it. So these are like dark bluish gray pieces. We've got a nice bag of translucent pieces. We've got another mixed bag of mixed colors, yeah, and some bag with black and tan and white and stuff. Oh, I hope. Oh, I believe some of these white blades are yellowed out. So this probably was sitting in the sun somewhere. We'll see later on if we need to put them into the biohazard pile. And then unfortunately, one of the bags they had in the box opened out. So these are the nice bright light orange pieces. So they will be sorted first, of course. I will just dump this bag out completely. And this time I will make sure that um, I don't leave any pieces in there. If you saw my last stream, you might have seen how I missed a little antenna. And I luckily found it at the end, which made me very happy. And let's see what's going on here. And now we have the last bag, which is very nice. They sorted out also the minifigures. So this is what we look at last. And here, oh, there's even a brick separator in there. This looks like a bag of extra pieces. I'll just leave this here and we'll see if we need it later on. And last but not least are the manuals. So this set has 3 manuals. And as you can see, they are in a great condition. So we got all the 3 manuals with this. So if this set is more or less complete, I'm going to be very happy, and I'm looking very much forward to building it later on at some time. But now, first let's get started sorting this. As this was the bag that was emptied out first, I will just take out these colors first and then proceed as along. Okay, let's go. I'll just dump the manual somewhere else. And as usual, first I'll part out the set on Bricklink. As you can see, it has 1,209 parts. And it was released in 2013, so it's already 9 years old. And it had 7 minifigures. I'll just part it out completely. So I don't know what chi they mean in this, if this is some mystical power or not. So I only like this Lego Chima system. They have some quite nice sets. I don't know why it was so unsuccessful at its time, but some of the sets are really quite nice, and especially the minifigures are great, I believe. We don't need the original box. We don't need instruction because they're already in the set. And we want them all, of course, in the wanted list. And let's take a look first at how many different type of, oh, we have 301 different types of pieces. Of course, there will be a sticker set there in a use set. You usually don't have the sticker set not applied, unfortunately. So we will have the stickered pieces that we will encounter. But I'll remove this from the wanted list now. And we could, of course, take a look at the original set inventory to look at the stickered counterparts to find out what we are going to have to expect. Uh, quite a lot of extra pieces. And these are the counterparts. They're usually produced by combining two different types of pieces or by combining a Lego piece and a sticker. And it looks like the stickered mess isn't going to be too big for blue flags, some panels, yeah, the usual. And we also have a white turntable with a white base, which is also quite rare. I like that. And one big white tile modified 4x4 with a big sticker on it. Well, let's see what will happen. Oh, hey, goddess of these. This is great. I'm a bit slow when for we're looking for the chat, but thank you very much. I mean, lurking or not lurking, that doesn't make a difference. Still makes me not feel as alone, which is not that bad, but it's great to see somebody. So I think at some time I will probably have to install something that I get some audio notification when somebody types something in the chat, because at some stages I can get very concentrated on the Lego and I probably don't really notice anything that goes on around me. But with some audio notification, this could probably be fixed. But I still don't know enough about this Twitch system yet. But I'll learn. Okay, so now this wonderful color. It is really nice, and you see it not often enough, to be honest. It's bright light orange. It is so wonderful. It's really nice. I really prefer it to the normal orange, and I'm always happy to see it. It's just a feel-good color. And we have 19 of these 1x4s, so I will count them out first. That should reduce this pile by quite a bit already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, just one more. Where is it hiding? And as usual, if you don't find a piece right away, just don't worry about it too much. You can always find it later on. Okay, so I've got 18 of the 19, and I'll just down this to 1. And I think another large number were these slopes. We got 20 of these 2x1x3 slopes, so I will try to find most of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay, also one missing or hiding from me. That doesn't matter. All down is done. All down is 20 down to 1, 2. But good news, I found the 1x4 brick. So that is gone. I can mark it for deletion. And let's see what else we have. What I think the 1x6 plates, we have 11 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The third piece in a row that I don't find all of them. Oh well. We'll down them down to 2. And as always, if some pieces really are missing, it's not that bad. You can always buy them on Bricklink, which is what I do in case I do have some missing pieces. But these pieces are really in a good condition. I don't know if the previous owner manual cleaned them beforehand, but I don't see any dust. I don't see many fingerprints or stuff on them. They actually feel close to new, which is always nice. So let's take the 1x4s. We got 19 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, okay. I'm starting to believe that maybe we have some other bright. Yeah, okay. I found some other bright light orange in another bag. So what I'll do, I'll just count the ones I have here and subtract them from the total list. And then we will see how many we will need. So I forgot now how many I already counted. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 we got already. So that's 6 to go. I do, of course, prefer to directly delete them here from the list because it reduces the overall length of the list and it's a bit less clicks on this tablet interface. 1, 2, 3, only 3 of the 9. That is disappointing. 2x6 brick. We should have 2. So this is not enough. I'm starting to think I should drop some more bags in here just so I can get the rate of deleting pieces up, which I will do now. Okay, so we're going a bit closer to the original plan of having a huge pile of pieces. But well, it will probably take longer, but it will allow us to eliminate pieces of a certain kind. And that is more enjoyable than going over through different kinds of pieces. Okay, now the situation is a bit different. We have different colors now on the tray, and then I will go back to doing the biggest pieces first. Before now we had already been working on smaller pieces, and of course, as always, the stuff that is easily to identify, like these green bricks, they can go. Okay, so let's first have a look at what we have currently. We still got 300 items. We can delete one item. And I will just, out of curiosity, take a look at how much I would have to pay if I would simply ask Sprinkling to buy me all of them. While this is happening, I can already remove, sort a bit by color. So I'll dump some of the basic colors down here, red, green, blue, yellow, and stuff like that. And let's see what Bricklink gave us. That's 158 euro 92 cent, which I will not pay. Okay, so let's get rolling. Oh, we got some nice olive green, also a very nice color, but we don't see often enough. So this looks like a special color too. Got a few larger pieces. I will just go down a list, and when I see something that I want to take out, we could take out the big Technic bricks, the black Technic brick, black normal bricks and Technic bricks. So we got a 1x14 Technic brick, which is a bit dusty. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. When it goes above 12, I cannot really identify them with certainty. So sometimes I have to count. And we got some normal bricks in black, a 1x12, two 1x12 black bricks. That is great. They are gone. And we also have some black plates and some very long axle piece. I think these are the longest axles they have. The last time I saw these, I believe, was in the big Monkey Kid mech, where it was used to hold together the big red staff of the Monkey Kid mech. And I think this is the 32L. Oh, why do I have one? And I have two here. That's funny. Yeah, but there are those. And this is 32L. Interesting. So maybe they had to replace them. I will just put one into the bin. The other one I'll put away for the time being. Always nice to have one of these. And we got a plate, 2x12. That's this sucker here. Oh, and interesting. The color replacement in the chat doesn't seem to work, but that doesn't matter. Here's our 2x12 plate. And somebody on the street is playing very loud music. About the So we got 2x10. Nice blue classic blades. I reconfigured the system a bit. That's why I will probably not be find the sweet spot for the macro call. Okay, so here's one of our bright light blue, but I don't know what the other one is. It will appear later on. This wedge piece we saw before, 4x6 with cut corners, bright light orange. Let's see what, oh, we got 10 1x16 dark bluish gray bricks, but they're not in this bag. I would have seen some of them. 8 keen 2x4s, but let's take out the plates first. We got one 6x6. No, wait, where's the 6x6? We got two 6x6 dark bluish gray plates. Here they are. We got a large 6x14 plate, but this is not in this bag. We got some trapdoors, two of them in dark bluish gray. I have to find them first. Where are they? Ah, here they are. Two of the trapdoors. That's what I call them. They are also called trapdoor officially. Oh, and we got a large shooter. Let's see how we can do with the 4x6. Oh, and this is of course always very sad. So I don't know if you can see the yellowing on this piece. I don't believe it's dust. Probably the sun did its job on the piece. But try it anyway with a brush. Maybe it is some cakey dust. And the piece does not smell like smoke. So it's just the usual discoloring. That is unfortunate. Uh, but it's a white piece. You could usually clear it out with Wasserstoff peroxide. I don't know what's called I think maybe hydrogen peroxide. You can bleach these out again, but to be honest, I usually buy it new because you can get this piece like for 2 or 3 cents maybe. So I usually don't bother. I just put it into the biohazard box later on. Where do we have the biohazard here? But for now, I'll just leave it with the others. Let's see if we have some more of these discolored white pieces. So biohazard out of the way for now. We need the space. Oh no! Also already saw some more white discoloration. Yeah, yeah, you can probably see it on the video. So the center white is really bright, and the outside uh, was discolored by the sun, probably standing around too long in a sunny place. But that's how life goes. That could be worse. Could be the Queen Amidala minifigure or something. 2x8. So we got one 4x4. So as you see, I'm simply taking my time here. I'm not really rushing through this because many of the pieces are now, of course, on top of each other. We got these white pieces. I will sort them in this area. So we will probably see some more discoloration. Exactly. So this, oh no, the camera turned off, which it also did yesterday. I don't know why. Oh, it's interesting. So the phone believes it's inside the pocket. Because oh, that's strange. So that was a funny effect. The phone has some pocket mode detection, and I use a different bracket today, which probably trigger this pocket mode detection. Um, I will have to disable it, but now it's back on, and let's hope it's going to stay on. If not, we now know what to do. Okay, so those are technical issues that probably people who stream know also. But I'm working in a technical field anyway, so I'm not really faced by this too much. Oh, we got these nice lerps, two of them. I don't know why people call them ugly. I don't mind them at all. Okay. Oh God, we have a lot of these discolored white pieces. That's a shame. But for now, I only see white pieces who are discolored. Let's go over. I think we should try some more light bluish gray on the next page. So for this set, I would really sort these by color first to proceed more quickly. But I also like to have everything in one viewable area so that people can look along. And I'm not really in a hurry, so I don't mind looking for the pieces. As I said before, this nice looking, searching, finding, satisfaction loop is always there. And this is not a contest for speed. So what I do try is to go for, oh no, sorry, I just spotted more discoloration here on this light grouge P-Pace. This does not appear too well on the camera, but the middle area is discolored here. So I'll put it on the pile of shame up here, and we'll see how large that grows. Well, maybe pile of shame isn't the right word for this. I mean, these pieces, they were never asked if they want to sit in the sun for a long time. So now we got 1 by 10 bricks. Okay, there's some discoloration here too. So I'll put the other 1 by 10s too. We have a large lift arm. It's a 1 by 15, and we need another one. Here we have it. These look good. Yeah. So there's really only a slight bit of discoloration here, but I can live with that. It's not too noticeable, and especially you will not be able to see it also on the camera. So we don't have the lime plant piece yet. Got some medium 2 plate 4 by 8. That is not yet here. Some medium nougat pieces. Oh, a big medium nougat arch. That might be possible to spot. There it is. And we need another one. Yep. No discoloration on these. And now we have some olive green pieces here. The 4 by 4 round blade. So what I'm currently doing, since some of the pieces have been discolored, I'm of course looking more closely to find if I can find other discolored pieces. But these all look good. And for now, we have not seen anything horrible where a really nice and rare piece has been discolored by the sun. So all the discolorations are, we can live with them. Well, I mean, we could live with any, but sometimes it's more of a shame than in others. And the brick separator, of course, I also delete. For used sets, I don't keep them separately. For the sets I own, I buy new. I keep the brick separator and the extra parts always. 2x6 brown. Okay, this is reddish brown, not old brown. And we got we got a broom somewhere also. And we got 1x2x5s, 4 of these. Oh, here they are. These are also some very nice pieces. I don't know why I like them so much. Maybe simply because they're large bricks, but not too large, and you can do a lot of nice stuff with them. Let's go on to the next page. 2x8. Plate, I don't see it yet. Oh, we got bridge pieces, stair pieces. That's always nice. I like them very much. And we got a 2x6 tan plate. There's no tan pieces here. We got some whites. I don't really want to touch the white now, right now, but I found a 2x6 tan here. So I think I will put all the white pieces and maybe all of the light bluish gray that might be discolored up in there, and we will take care of them when we have more space later on. So we only got very few normal yellow pieces. I already found this one, 1x4 with the studs on the side. And we have this special yellow piece, only one of them. This one I will put into this box of small pieces because there's only one of them, and when you later on build the set, you don't want to spend a lot of time searching for this special piece if it's hidden among larger pieces. That's why I put it with the small pieces now. And here we have trans pieces. I will also not, they are not in this on this tray currently. I will not do something with those right now. There we have our normal pearl gold at the end. And that's that. So I'll go back to page 1. We already sorted out quite some pieces. Should probably take some care of some more of the light bluish gray and a dark bluish gray. I don't see too much black right here. So I will do a quick sorting where I'll put the light bluish gray at the bottom right and the dark bluish gray at the bottom left. But I will only take bigger pieces for now. So if we find something that is out of the ordinary, I will put it up here. Near our Everyone is Awesome wonderful Lego set. I don't know if you can see it, probably a bit behind the chat window. So some stuff that we can already know that is special will be here. Oh, we also have some dark brown that I didn't expect. I will also put it to the special pieces up here on the upper right. Very nice. Oh, so these are always tricky pieces, easy to miss when you sort out a piece. The little barbs, they tend to hide in places you don't want them to go. It's like Anakin Sands, it's coarse and grainy, it goes everywhere. More dark brown, some blue stuff. I will put it together here. So these ball joints, when I find these pieces, I will usually keep them together because it doesn't feel good to tear them apart. And maybe when you later reassemble it, you don't need to don't need to assemble it without taking it apart first. So when sorting is set, I will keep these together just because it doesn't feel good to pull them out. Oh, so we got some more yellow. Put the yellow with the other blue up here. Oh, and we got some dark red also, which I will put with the dark brown. Yeah, so I've got some pieces roughly sorted now. So dark bluish gray on the lower left, light bluish gray on the lower right. And let's see if we can reduce the pile a bit more now. So now we're in the black area. We got two Technic bricks with holes in length 8. Here's one and here's the other. That's nice. So they are down. And we got the 1x11 lift arms in black, also easily findable. They are gone. And we got this black wedge plate, which I did not see. I only saw one in dark blue up here. But the black wedge plate I did not spot yet, so we'll wait for later on. But we might find these 1x4 Technic bricks. And there's 8 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Nice. We got all the 1x4 Technic bricks. And simply proceed to the blue section. There's 6 blue tiles, but I don't think we have them all in this bag. I saw some of them, but it could also well be that others are stickered. So we'll just leave them for later on. But we have here this blue slope inverted single one. And I think I will need to look at the color correction. Somehow this blue looks a bit too bright here on the camera. So that is normal blue, and it looks, if I look at the monitor, a bit too bright. But it doesn't matter. So this is normal blue. So bright light orange. Yeah, let's do bigger pieces first. We already have some, and here's the dark blue wedge plate. Oh, and that looks dusty. Yeah, you can probably see the dust on there. Let's see if we can remove that, or if it's a more permanent discoloration. So I'm using the more rough brush here. Ah, and it was dust indeed. That is nice. So I was able to remove this dust. And now it looks like it's not dusty anymore. Nice. And the only other two dark blue pieces are some wing pieces, but I have not seen them yet, so I don't believe they're in the bag. I think the inverted arch pieces are here. I've got one here already. And here's the other one. And the 10 1x16 bricks, they're not here, I'm quite sure. But we got two 1x2x5s, four of them. 1, 2, so I only spotted two of them. We got two 2x6 bricks, they are here. And we got some white stuff that I will put up here. And we got a lot of 2x4 pieces. I will just count out as the ones I can find. I don't think they will all be here, but let's see how many we can find. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, so that's all the one I could find easily. So we have 6 to go later on. And while we're at it, we might as well count out the 2x4s, 2x2s. 1, 2. They will probably also not all be here. But since this is a large set, it's all about reducing the number of pieces as quickly as possible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Oh well, that'll do. And we can remove move this down to 8. And just delete the rest. So the pieces we already marked for deletion. So when sorting a large set like this, it always takes a long time until you get to the speed up point. But we got our two nice bright light blue pieces that we already found. And I'd like to do some more dark bluish gray pieces. Maybe these slope pieces I saw here. So the 4x2s, we got 6 of them slopes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 6. So that's nice. We have all of them accounted for. Okay, so I'll proceed to another color first and just dump the dark bluish gray down here as I go along. But this already feels a bit more light, the whole tray. But it's a shame, I always seem to spot more of these discolored yellow pieces. But what is very strange, besides the white discolored pieces, I only saw discoloration in one other color. And maybe the bright light orange is more sun resistant. I do not know. Okay, now we have our dark brown. We got 10 of these dark brown slope pieces. That's very interesting. I didn't expect that. Let's see how many we already found. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So that's quite a bit of plastic that's down. So we got 10 dark brown long slope pieces. And there's also dark brown wedges that I did not see yet, but I think I'll put the other brown stuff also up here into the corner. So this is more like a sorting en passant um, than having like explicit sorting phases like these. Oh, and we also have some dark green pieces, but only 3 different types, and 2 of them are plates and they are not here. But here we have the dark red piece we already found. That is very nice. I hope it's not very old. I will not try to test if this is brittle, but it doesn't look like it. It's still quite shiny. And we got this one green 2x2 round plate. Now we have some nice light bluish gray. This is also in danger of discoloration, so I will have to look especially for that. We got 2 of these large brackets. I only have one in my hand currently, and I don't see the other one yet. Ah, here it is. They're both not discolored, which is nice. And the 1x10 bricks are discolored, unfortunately, but let's take a look at what we can do with the plates. We got 2 1x10s. These are not them. I think this is 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2 1x10, and we also need 2 1x12. They are both not discolored. All 4 of them, both types. Hello, PG name 112. How it's been? How it's been so far? Uh, it's very nice. I was very bold and put a lot of pieces on the tray. The previous owner tried to separate them out, but that's why it's taking a bit long at the start. And we have some discolored pieces, which is a bit painful, but this is something you expect. Besides these discolored white pieces, it's the pieces are in a very great condition, and these are easily replaceable, so I don't mind. I could also bleach them with hydrogen peroxide, but I'm usually too lazy, and they don't cost much. So we got the 2x10 plates out. This is quite a large set now, but I do want to build this at one time, so I will have to find out first if it's complete or not. It's the Lego Chima. I will probably put it in the title of the stream. You love this colored PC Tilipri? Okay. Then send me your address and I'll send you a big box of discolored pieces. Are you serious? You like discolored pieces? That is nice. I have a lot of discolored pieces. I'm usually too lazy to bleach them with the hydrogen peroxide, but of course I keep them around. I also have a lot of old gray and old dark gray discolored pieces from very old sets. And of course I would be very happy to give them away. especially if somebody likes them. Yeah, I can believe that because it adds some patina to the overall feel of the set. Yeah, yeah, I would never throw them out. I put the stuff that I don't feel suitable right now. Put it into the biohazard for later. So I also have when I sort the pieces like these, when the stuff is rubbed off or something, I always keep it around. I don't know. The focus isn't as great anymore. I changed some of the setup, and this box, yeah, I just printed this out for. And of course, everybody loves the Punisher, and I had to combine him with the biohazard symbol. So I will probably be quite a bit slower in sorting when I'm looking at the chat, but this is not a speed race. It's not even a non-speed race. Which sets did you pick up? PG name were they new or were they used? I also got a lot of sets today in the post, but they were used sets, and I still have to sort them and take a look at them. So I love this olive green too. That's also a color you don't see too often, or not often enough. And I still have to work at the white balance here. So for example, this is a blue piece, but it appears too light on the video screen, I believe. But I don't want to mess around with the settings right now. But this is blue and it looks a bit more light than blue. What do you mean by collection? So you will leave them unopened? Two armor suits? A 3-in-1 dolphin? I don't know about a 3-in-1 dolphin. I like the 3-in-1 sets very much. I really enjoyed the pirate ship. That was a really great set. Even though I mean the pirate build was the best of the three. And I also enjoyed this in Medieval Castle, the 3-in-1. That was great. But there again, the major build was the best one by far, I think. But I don't know about the 3-in-1 dolphin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 and 7. That's nice. Oh, you have a nice 3, 1, 1, 2, 8. Oh, you can see the dust on this one. And let's see if I can get it away. It's always nice to be able to clean them with a brush than uh, to need water for that. But we have 7 of these, well, later. And we got a 2x8 plate in reddish brown. Oh, okay, now I understand. Were these the two the Macs that were that they took off the shelves first because they had some trouble with the knee or hip joints? Ah, great. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm also a sucker for Macs. I love them all. I really like the new Ninjago Mac that was transformable into the smaller figurines. That was a nice build. And I think there's also going to be a new Monkey Kid Mac for the lady for the woman that is also in Monkey Kid. I think she gets her own Mac now. That is going to be cool. You mean you like the old style Wolverine figurine that has this yellow? I don't know too much about the Marvel universe. This it was too much for me to follow after a while of those movies. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, I saw the review, the hip review of Jang. It seems like there's something somehow like this. So one is a bit in front of the other, if I recall, and that would also I wouldn't like that, to be honest. I'm too much a sucker for symmetry in this regard, and I wouldn't feel too good about one being one stud in front of the other. And I think Zhang said in his review, yeah, if you're a kid and you just want to play around with this, but I've always been this guy who needs symmetry too much, and if that is broken, it does. I don't like it. I mean, I can live with it, but I wouldn't enjoy it too much. So I can understand that you're not satisfied. But I think there is a way to fix it. Wasn't there somebody who moved it or used another piece instead of those? I don't know. No, uh, these I want to remove. And we got one 4x4. Yeah, I don't even know what the issues were. Were they not stable enough? The old style hip. I mean, they had a reason to recall it, but with Lego, you never know why, what especially it is. And I think these sets are maybe they're meant for kids to play with more, so they're probably taking some more precautions that they don't fall apart too easily. But okay. Oh, we got 25 of these medium nougat bricks. So these bricks pieces, the bricks, I also love them very much. I don't know why, but they are so nice to add a little texture also to wall pieces. So I love them. And they're 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Which Monkey Kid Mac do you mean, Chili Free? There's this big one, the red one, and there's also a monkey style Mac, Macau Mac or something. And the big red Mac, I think the Monkey King, that is much bigger and much nicer. The Monkey Mac is uh, is okay, but not as nice as the big one. Oh yeah, the big red one, yeah, that is great. That is also another set where this large 32 axle is inside to build the staff. And there was an extra one in this set, which I found interesting. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. And 4 of the medium nougat arch piece. Oops, oh no. Where is it? I dropped it on the floor. Take out my trusty flashlight. Find the piece. Pick it up. Yeah, I can fully understand this, that you pick up the brick pieces, the bricks. But I don't go to the Lego store too often, even though there's one nearby in my area. But I'm too much of a solitary hermit to enjoy going. And since I mostly dabble with sets, but these bricks, I sometimes buy them in bricklink orders when I just need to fill up something to get to the minimum price or something. And I have like this big tower of brick uh, pieces. I think I will get it. I'll be right back. So those are my spares of bricks. There's also a 1x4x2 version of this build from Duplo, but that is very rare. You only see these in 1x2 and 1x4 usually. And I never got around to buying these in 1x4x2. And I really love this piece. It's just so satisfying. And if you put it into a wall, even if you only put 1 or 2 into a wall, it just adds so much. What's the Stone Bavarian community? So in what country do you live, Chili Pri? If you don't mind telling, you don't have to tell us in the chat. One, two, three, Okay, a stone varan isn't a varan. So I'm a German too, also. And a varan is a type of bird. I don't know if it's in English also. Okay, you live in Luxembourg? I mean, quite frankly, if you would like, I could ship you some of my discolored pieces, but I don't know if they're worth more than than the postage would be. In Luxembourg. How do you pronounce it? Luxembourg? I'm not too well versed in French. Okay. Oh, I saw this brick. These slopes are also like a lot. I don't know why, but I feel good when I build with them. Let's Burg. Let's Burg. Okay, no, I will not make a bigger fool of myself. So is there a big intersection between the German and the Luxembourgian Lego building community? I usually only lurk in these areas, so I don't know too much about it, but I like the Stone Wars and the Promo Bricks websites very much. Oh, okay. So you do speak German then? Moselfränkischer Dialekt wie in Trier. The sorting while talking is quite a nice training for some multitasking. I find it a bit difficult, but it's also very enjoyable to simultaneously look at this chat and sort, but it's much slower than if you simply concentrate on the sorting. Oh, you got a work colleague that is also enjoying Lego? That is very nice. So my work colleagues, they all have kids, so they have a different relationship to Lego somehow, which is also very nice, of course. But the good thing is, I mean, they like me, even though I like Lego. I mean, that's not a reason to dislike you anyway. But it's really nice to have good colleagues. I think it would be horrible to have to work with people that you really dislike. So I'm quite happy I don't have to. You're into Castle and Pirates? That's nice. I will show you a tray of some pieces that I just recent that I still have to sort out, and because I also had some old castle pieces. Just a second. I still have to sort this out though. I'm very sorry for the sound mess. I hope it wasn't too bad. I totally forgot to mute the microphone. So the box is in a horrible state. I think this is King Leo's castle, but the set was in a great condition. So I'm really looking forward to this because I'm also a sucker for these raised base plates. And this one I also completed recently, the 8781, and I will also really enjoy to build this. And these pirate and knight pieces I bought, and I also have this Viking ship, but that is not really complete. But the sail is in a good state. Yeah, I was really happy about this, and this I'm looking forward to sorting these out. And I have also a lot of pirate figures, but I'm only starting on the pirate sets currently. But I really do love these raised base plates a lot. But you often get them in a broken state. You have to really be careful to find ones that are still good. Yeah, and the palm trees, of course, I bought because these are usually missing in used sets, and they're quite expensive if you buy them separately. So if I find them used somewhere, I always try to get them because I don't know why, but they always miss in used. They're always gone from the old pirate sets. Do you think I should build one of those castle sets on a stream? Would that be nice? Yeah, the big leaves, they always break in on the part that you put into these. They always break here. And these green pieces, they are really expensive. I was very much surprised. So what try to do, I always try to pull them out from this side so I don't put any pressure on the weak spot of the leaf. Um, so never try to pull it from the leaf side of the thing, and then you usually get it out without breaking. But this piece, this is really expensive in normal green. I was very much surprised. It costs like €4 or so if you buy it separately. And I've mostly only ever seen it used in these palm trees assemblies. Okay, it's always a joy when someone builds an old set on screen. Oh, that would be good because I have some really nice old sets. One I'm really looking forward to is I think it's an Alpha Team set for 784 which I have in an unopened condition. I really got it for a cheap price. I still don't understand why the guy sold it to me, and I decided I will open that, and that will be such a treat. If you have an old set and you open it in a mint condition, it's such a wonderful feeling, like time traveling to another era. And then you have these old pieces, and there's also a big raised plate in it. So I have to check if I missed one of these because I had 1x2 green plate. Yep. So this is also an extra piece. And I cannot say no to free extra parts, pieces. I don't know what is the canonic name for it. Oh no, I got this Lego Indiana Jones. I don't even know what his name is from the Adventure series. I bought a whole, and I think I've bought 10 or so of this guy. But I like those old adventure sets too very much. I recently bought this, but I don't have a package for the Scorpion Palace. It looks like an Indian palace, and it has a big Indiana Jones style ball, and it has a very nice elephant. And otherwise, the build is not that great, but the roof pieces are really nice. And I've never seen the Lego sets in this style, other than those 2, 4, 5. Johnny Thunder, exactly. Yep. Yeah, I love these adventure sets. Yep. Also, I think there were 3 or 4 where you have these. Uh, I think I will need to get a wireless headset at some time because I always have the urge to get up and show you stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Another one of my favorite type pieces. I always like it when it's like in trans orange or so. Johnny Thunder, yep. Exactly, yeah. Oh, now I know why I had these green piece. I was wondering why do I, because I had the pawn pieces out here. Hmm. So I don't really know how the Twitch schedule system works yet, because if it's nice for other people to see old sets being built, it would of course be nice to have some way to announce it. Um, so I think I will have to learn a bit more about this whole world of Twitch But what I can see from now, it is really nice. I was very surprised. I always had I always had this as a platform for only gaming in my head, which was totally wrong. And now I've discovered some crafting channel where people build beautiful things on Twitch, and that is really encouraging. Do you mean Discord for communicating or for setting up meetings? Ah, okay, whether they're going to stream or not. Yeah, I think I will have to learn some more stuff because I always take it slowly. But as so far, I'm really enjoying myself because I mean, I would do this anyway. And if you can do it with some kind of company, it's even more enjoyable, of course, even though it's slower. Oh, 15 of these inverted slopes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, the brick building tag. I still don't really know if that is really meant for these Klemmbausteine or if it's hobby brick builders who build walls or not. But I think you can use it for both. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. What I did learn is that the bricks tag is for a game that is called Bricks, which doesn't seem to be too popular. Oh, dark green, great. But there's two of them. The set is it's a big lion temple. Number is 710. It has a lot of these bright light orange, which is a color I really like. I like it more than a normal orange. And it looks like a big lion, and it also has some transformation features. Yeah, that will be very nice. And I was also very happy to get it for a really acceptable price. I paid about 55 euros for it in a really good condition, except for these the white pieces that are discolored. But I mean, that is normal enough. I cannot fault anybody for that, especially since all the other pieces are in a really great condition. So, are you a native French speaker or German? Great. Native Luxembourgish speaker, but learned German first and then French. Math was in French though. There were Laplace was a French mathematician. I don't remember anymore. Didn't Descartes also do some math beside philosophy? There are so many more. Why don't I remember them? Yeah, I also studied some mathematics as part of my studies, but that was a long time ago, so I forgive myself for forgetting. Yeah, it's nice in Europe that you have so many people speaking two or three different languages. And of course, Luxembourg is right in the middle of the heart of Europe. That's a wonderful location. 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. Oh, you use German Amazon to buy sets? Okay. Yeah, that is sometimes they have really great sales. Do they ship to Luxembourg if you have Amazon Prime for free, or that is such a big advantage in the European Union that you can freely send stuff around without any trouble. Before the poor people in the United Kingdom left the European Union, I also used to buy regularly stuff from Great Britain, but I don't do anymore because it's been such a hassle after they left us. And I also sometimes I buy from French Amazon, and I've also bought from Spanish Amazon. It was never any problem. Okay, yeah, that is very cool to use the DHL Packstation. Yeah, of course, if you live very close to the border, yeah, that is so great. I love it. I love this about Europe that we're growing ever more together, and it doesn't really make a big difference anymore which side of the border you live on. That is such a good thing. I think the European Union is really the best thing that ever happened to our continent. 11. I need one more. Oh well. Ah, great. You dad lives in Germany, so you have a German address. Yeah, that is of course very cool. Okay, above 30 euros, Amazon shipping is free to Luxembourg. That is of course great. So I have Amazon Prime in Germany, but that doesn't count in other countries, unfortunately. Package shipping from Germany to Luxembourg is 15 euro though, so I prefer the DHL Packstation. Yeah, I can understand. Yeah. I mean, if you live close to the border and you can just drive over and pick it up, that is of course very cool. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So the Viking ship that I have this sailed from, that is unfortunately not totally complete yet. But I recently bought 3 different Viking sets, and they also look quite cool. And every single one of them had also a dragon with them. But that is also not a very long-lived series. I think it was only 7 sets or so in overall. And they had these strange Vikings with the horns on that are not very realistic for the time. But 16 1x6 tiles in dark bluish gray. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 2, place like those, 14 here, and 2 more. But where are? Oh, here's 1, and 1 more. Found it. Oh yeah, I'm definitely going to get that Viking ship, the 3-in-1 Viking ship. I love the the pirate 3-in-1 ship already, and yeah, so this is a must buy, I believe. But I will wait for it to get discounted. I think that's going to be heavily discounted in Germany again. I mean, you could get the pirate ship for like 40% off at some time, which really surprised me because it's such a great set. Oh yeah, 56 euros. That is a good price. I don't have my list here in this room. I have it in the other computer. I should check how much I paid for it, but I don't think I paid 56 euros for it. But that is really good price. Yeah, it is a really nice set, but you have to take care about the sail if you leave it sitting around too long that you don't leave it out in the sun. I love the skull that you built with the tiles on the sail. That is such a nice design. And also this color scheme with the red and the green on the sides of the ship, that is really beautiful. But speaking of unbuilding, I also will have to do some disassembly soon because my shelf space is also running out. I think I will disassemble some of the Ninjago sets that I only bought for these golden ninjas. Hi, Nick76 Bricks. It's very nice to see you. Well, I don't see you. You know what I mean. Hmm. Oh God, this is the second time that there's too many of a type of brick in the set. So there's supposed to be 6 of these 1x4 dark bluish gray bricks, but I've got at least 8. And I don't know what is worse. Is it if you have too many or if you have not enough of a type of brick? But I'll take this, having too many of them. But I wonder how this happened. Maybe they tried to replace some of missing pieces by themselves and they put in too many. Because they also have this 32 length axle in black, which there's only supposed to be one in the whole set, but they had 2 of these in here. So I think they maybe tried to complete the set beforehand, and they maybe bought too many of these replacement pieces. No, what I do, I part out the whole set, and then I delete from the then I delete from the wish list so that the missing pieces are left over, and then I can add them to my list so then I know what I need to replace. And once the wish list is completely empty, I know that the set is complete. So I don't really have a record of the pieces that I own. I more or less have a record of the sets that are complete, in that the sets that are complete are not on a wish list in Bricklink. So I can show you shortly. Wait just a second. I'll just delete these first. This is something you always have to take care of, that if you forget to delete the pieces you marked for deletion. Um, So these are all the sets that I still need to complete. And this is the one I'm currently working on, the Lion Chi Temple here. And this cargo railway, I don't own this. I just parted this out for a friend. But these are all the sets that I still need to buy or get some pieces to complete the set. And the ones that are marked with fig parts are some incomplete minifigures that I still also want to complete. But I wait usually a long time until I can make a really big bricklink order so that I can make a big bricklink haul with all the missing pieces that I need. Well, I mean, you never can get all of them. And then it's also very satisfying to simply complete these sets and put them on the pile of completed sets. Yeah, exactly. It's a constant work in progress, but I mean, it's so enjoyable. So I do it for the satisfaction, to be honest. It always feels great. And I have these phases where I buy used sets and sort them out, and then I collect these in the wanted list, and then I have phases where I complete the sets, and then sometimes I build sets in between. It's just such a wonderful hobby. But I think at some time I will have to start selling off some of the sets, simply because I will run out of space and I'm not really willing to destroy the packaging. it's also a way of creating wealth. Yeah, I don't really think of Lego as some plastic gold or something. I do it for the enjoyment. I don't mind that it doesn't depreciate in value too much, but I mean this could change if all the people who like Lego die instantly or something. Then of course it would totally lose its value. But as toys are concerned, it is really special in it that it doesn't really lose value. Uh, so, for example, old Playmobil, even though that is a really good toy, I also believe does not retain its value as much as Lego does. And I think one of the reasons too is because you can replace Lego pieces. You know, if you have a really old castle building or something, and you can always get even the dark gray or the old dark light gray and replace the missing pieces. If you have an old Lego Playmobil castle and one of the big pieces breaks, you simply cannot have a nice database where you say, okay, I need this missing piece replaced, and it's a whole again. Yeah, the Chima minifigs, I really like them. They are beautiful with the head on and without the head, and I still do not understand why the Chima series wasn't as successful. But the minifigures are always a treat in Chima. One thing that I also quite like that had horrible minifigures was Atlantis. They had some really nice sets and nice builds, for especially this old undersea temple. This looks like a Greek temple, but the minifigures were horrible. They only had like one or two styles of minifigures. They were all the same. I mean, the humans, the bad guys looked nice, but all the human minifigures, all of them the same. That is so horrible because some of the sets are really nice for the build, but the minifigures, oh no. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Yeah, I also don't understand. I mean, I wasn't really around with Lego when the Chima sets were current. But I mean, if the kids don't like them, they don't like them. So I don't really, I think kids have different tastes than grown-up Lego friends. What does exclamation mark lurk mean? It means you're staying in the channel, but you're away. Is that correct? Maybe the kids will now shift to Monkey Kids. Yeah, who knows? I mean, quite frankly, I think the kids will always like their sets. And but it's hard to predict what kids like. I mean, how could they do something like video, for example? How could they think that it would be really enjoyable? All these attempts of mixing the Lego with mobile games. I mean, that I don't think it ever worked. Even though, example for Hidden Side, they had such also really nice sets. I also like the minifigures in Hidden Sides, but I think it failed because of this misguided attempt of mixing it with some augmented reality mobile game. I really like this hidden side school building and the castle. That was great. And Monkey Kid I also love very much. I wish they would sell it for cheaper in Europe. One of my worries is that Lego will shift more to the adult market and only produce high price sets for adult people who have more money to buy their sets, and that they will sometimes forget about the kids. So that you, because I mean, for example, in Ninjago, the price ratio was always so great, but the Ninjago sets are getting quite expensive. And I think you always will need more cheap sets for your kids and that have nice pieces that you can alter. But if they can make more money for with sets for grown-ups, I hope they don't shift too much to that area. Even though I like them both, of course. Yeah, exactly. If I had kids, I would probably buy them or keep around a huge, big box of 2x2s and 2x4s and 2x6 bricks in red, yellow, green, and blue or something, because I have a lot of these, and you can put them into the washing machine and you simply build stuff. I mean, some people today, and even some kids today, they never take apart their sets, and that is totally okay. I don't mind that at all. But it's not like this build something for yourself about Lego. And I would definitely not give them a mobile phone for to play around with Lego. But I don't have kids, so I don't have to think about that. Oh, you mean the city farm sets with these small, what are they called? The animals, the young animals with piglets and everything. Yeah, I looked at them. They are really nice. But isn't PETA already crying about because it prolongs animal cruelty or something like that? Maybe they will take them off the market and only make sets with animals that are not eaten. I had this wonderful Pegasus horse. Oh, in this elf set. That was great. That was really lovely. And the elephant from the Scorpion set, that was also great. I don't know if I have it. It's not close enough. I will not get up for to fetch it. Yeah, I totally agree with you. By the way, is there a big latency in the sound when I make these noises? Because I've got a USB sound a headset, and I'm considering getting something wireless or something where I can move around. But don't have much experience with the latency of these audio machines under Windows, because sometimes I feel that the audio through USB has a higher latency. Oh, oh. So I think I will now open up some more of the bags with the big pieces. So this is totally rare for me because in this bag, some of the larger plates were kept separately. I don't know why there's so much hate for these. I like them, the large, ugly rock pieces. The New City farm sets, I don't know about the pricing. Will they not be reduced at sometimes, or are they some Lego exclusive? Because to be honest, I always wait for some reductions because we are really happy in Germany that most of the sets will at sometimes be reduced unless they're completely Lego exclusive. Two 6x14 and two 6x12. And there's also the dark red, dark green plates, which are also quite a bit dusty. You ordered yours from the Lego site. Did you at least get a decent gift with purchase with them? That's more or less the only time I'd buy directly from Lego, or if it's something totally exclusive to Lego, of course. A cool go-kart. I didn't know they had a gift with purchase like that. I think the last one that I liked was this little boy in a cardboard box that he built, a little rocket ship, and I really liked the Jane Goodall tribute to Jane Goodall, the cool woman with the white hair who takes care of the apes. And I had to buy the 8080 for this Luke Skywalker's lightsaber because that was more or less the only way to get it. Oh yeah, the Forestman gift with purchase. That is going to be great. I will definitely buy something. I hope that the Monkey Cat sets are out by the time that they have the Forestman gift with purchase. Because then I will definitely I will this the Monkey Cat this Cloud City or whatever it's called, the one with the many cloud. This will be a very soon buy for me because I really love this Flower King Mountain and they will fit together very well, I think. Yeah, the City of Lanterns. That is such a cool set. If you like the Ninjago City, gardens, docks, and you will also really like the Lantern City from Monkey Kid. That is also, it's a really nice build. Yeah, the Ninjago City sets are large. That is true. And especially the gardens one is really tall. The docks are not as tall, but it's true. I also have a big issue because I would like to keep them always on display, but I have a hard time finding a really nice place for it. And once I stumbled and I pushed one of them almost off the floor, and that was horrible. So if you don't like height, you will probably also not like the Welcome to Apocalypseburg. That is also quite tall. And probably when they have this big Eiffel Tower out, but I think that's going to be another boring build. I don't buy these sets. Also don't like the Colosseum or the Taj Mahal. I think I would die of boredom building them. Oh, it's called Heavenly Realms. The Monkey Kid Heaven set. Yeah, this is definitely. There's also some nice set in the new Ninjago wave. I like this purple trans purple color scheme with black. So I think there's a big baddie out who has four legs. Who looks a bit like a centaur. That looks interesting. So 10, nice, 1 by 16 pricks. Oh, the German YouTuber is called Bricktum. Built his Monkey King Heavenly Realms set. Bricktum. Sounds a bit like Brauchtum. Yeah, I might take a look at the video later on, but I don't like to be spoiled too much uh, by a set that I do want to build by myself. And I think this is going to be a set that I will enjoy building without knowing too much about it. Thank you very much, Chili Brie, and thank you for the nice compliment. I hope you enjoyed yourself and have a very good night and sleep well. I hope I'll see you again. And if you do enjoy building old sets or watching people build old sets, I will definitely try to uh, uh, get you to know or somehow, because I will certainly build some old sets at some time here on this stream. But I still have to get figure out how to make it look as nice as possible. I'm still learning about this whole Twitch thing. So sleep well and have a great weekend. So I actually did get some sorting done, but I'm much slower when chatting than when I simply sort without having to think of something else. But it's actually quite enjoyable. I'm really surprised by this. It's a really nice new experience for me, but I don't really know how it feels like to look at somebody sorting some Lego bricks. Maybe it would be interesting to speed this up and to see how all the chaos is reduced after a while in the speed up. Ah, here is the nice medium blue. And I don't know how the color appears on the video. The blue, the normal blue is a bit too light, and this is the medium blue compared with the with the normal blue. So I still have to work a bit on the color correction. This is a bit too. I'm sorry. This is a bit too light yet. So Nick 76 Bricks, is that your birth year? Because if so, we are similarly aged. I was born in 1973. 6. Oh, and 7. Very good. So I believe the set is going to be more or less complete. I will probably only replace some of those yellowed out pieces and some of the stuff that is completely missing. But it does have a good, rather complete vibe. 3, 5, 7, and 8. You got 4 of these. All these hinge pieces, I will leave them together because it doesn't feel good to tear them apart. And if you want to reassemble them and it tells you to assemble them separately, you can still tear them apart then. I always love these old school megaphones because I remember them from my childhood. Seven. Where's the last one? Ah, here it is. And 8. another assembly that I will leave together. Oh, dark red. That's interesting. One final dark red piece. Four, five, and then I need one more. Or not. 10. 1, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And 14 of the 1 by 2s. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there's also some extras. I can live with that. Yeah, and one solitary 1 by 1 plate, a single stud. Just one in reddish brown. That's so cute. Okay, now I think it's time to open the last bag. Now the second to last bag. Where we have our transparent pieces, and I expect the stickered pieces also to be in here. Yeah. So the people who disassembled this set did think a bit like me in separating the pieces that are easily scuffed. And I more or less like this very much. And I think I will put the special pieces or the scuffable pieces. This time I'll put it up here on the top right corner. And they're actually quite nice. So if you take a look, you will see no scratches. Well, just minimal scratches. So that's quite good. Nice. So 4 of these are stickered and 4 of these are not. And I will leave the stickered ones out and mark the other ones as, where is it? Okay, we have one in bright green of the leaf pieces. Four of the blue flag pieces. Dark blue wing, are they stickered? No, but there's one missing. Where is it? Only see one. And I'm absolutely not surprised that this is broken. This green piece, I think, is one of the pieces that always breaks. It's so horrible. You will not know how many times I bought these just because they were broken in some set. And look at this here. Yeah, that's how they usually end up. Story of my life. This piece with a broken leaf. Ah, oh well. And here this wonderful plant piece in lime. I like it very much. And this piece in olive green, I think that is very expensive if I recall correctly. No, then it must be another one. I did have an olive green plant piece once that I cost much more than I anticipated. And these two olive green slopes are stickered. Let's see if we have the red spider. Oh, that's probably missing, but that is not very rare. This piece, I recall correctly, is stickered. Here it is. And it's also yellowed out. That is a shame. And this is also the stickered white piece with a large sticker here. Ah, here's a brown broom. Good thing that isn't missing. Yeah, here we have our wheel parts. 4 of the thicker wheels and 2 of the thinner ones. And let's find the wheels themselves in the black section. So these are the thin ones and these are the thick ones. And I think here is the tread too. So we have all the parts needed to get the vehicles moving all together. And a totally black steering wheel, now 2 of them. They are always nice. If I recall correctly, they usually come with a black steering wheel in a different color base. Also a part that I recall very early from my childhood. So we got 1 door frame and we need 1 door in light bluish gray. Yes. Ah, and here's the second. Ah, that's good. That's the second. I was already thinking that it might be missing the dark blue wing piece. So we're getting close to 100 pieces down. I think I'll do some more of the trans blue stuff. Let's get the shooter out of the way. And the projectile should be in the light bluish gray section. And with these shooters, you always have to check if some other parts are attached to the base It's very common that when people disassemble a set that they forget to remove a piece that is somewhere stuck to the base. But in this case, it's the shooter and the projectile only. Yeah, I think it's about time to get the last of the transparent pieces out of the way. Here we have our slot pieces, our 4 ones. We got 29 of the wonderful 1x4 pile tiles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, and 29. That's those. All of them accounted for. 3 of these nice little crystal pieces. I will not leave these out. If they scuff up, I don't mind. 5 of the 2x2 bricks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Also don't have a large flat area, so I put them away. And we got our flat. They are thankfully not stickered too. Okay, this is always a big story. The trans medium blue. Let's see if the difference in color is visible on the camera, and it actually is. So on the right you can see the trans light blue, and on the left you have the trans medium blue, and there's even a trans dark blue piece here. And that is one of the biggest mysteries in life, of course, why we need these 3 shades of transparent blue. And I don't know where the other one is. Maybe it's in the back with the minifigures, and we get some trans neon orange flame pieces. Or plumes, whatever. But they are definitely trans neon orange. And we're getting close to down to 100 pieces. That is very nice. Let's get out the 11 one by one round bricks. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and just one more. Show yourself. So these are the biggest printed pieces, these dark brown wedge slopes. They have some wall element like printing on stickers on them. And these inverted tiles, we have only one of them. And here we have another 1x4 brick, which is extra, which is very interesting. Oh, okay. Haha, this is interesting. So we're supposed to have 5 1x6 bricks, but we have 3 extra 1x4. And the person who tried to complete this set, obviously, or maybe he completed them with 1x2s here. No. So we're missing 3 1x6 bricks, and we got 3 extra 1x4s. That's interesting. But that at least is an explanation why there might be more 1x4s than supposed to be. So this is the shiny version of pearl gold. The flat version is unfortunately much more common. Oh, here we have a lot of these keys. So we got 2 keys, and there's even the sprue on which they come. Oh, here's our flat silver sword. I saw that already somewhere. It's the only weapon we saw yet. Maybe they were very peaceful in Chima. I'll leave this out here with the others. Oh, and we got some trans red tiles, and I did not see any trans red studs yet. Maybe they are missing, but they are definitely not uncommon because they're so often used as projectiles, and they go missing always. So now finally we have our 2 medium blue bionicle pieces, whatever they were used for there. I'm guessing we will have some more weapons with the in the minifigure bag. Let's get these dark blue, and we will have dark blue and trans light blue studs. So I will wait a bit until I count them out. Here, very important, our minifigure utensil, the cup. Okay, yep, that's there. And we crossed the 100 pieces missing mark. So we have 5 of the pearl gold sheath slopes also in the shiny version, which I really like much more than the flat version. And it's a shame that we have these 2 styles of pearl gold. But this is much nicer than the flat version, and I don't know if you can see it on the screen. But it is a bit more shiny than a normal flat pearl gold. And our gold crystal, and the rest of the pearl gold look like weapons that are probably together with the minifigures. Okay, so this is proceeding quite nicely. I will now take these pieces that are prone to discoloration and put them beside each other. That way you can more easily spot the ones that are discolored. It will show more clearly that you have a discoloration. Okay, let's move up to the light bluish gray, or first hit the delete. Mark for deletion. So the 2x8s, they actually look quite good. I will keep them. The 1x8s, we have 6 of them, and they also all look quite nice. So, but with the 1x12, we definitely have some discoloration. Just let me delete these first. So I will put the discolored ones on the top. And I don't know if you can, oops, well, that wasn't what I intended to do. I tried to pick them up, but I'm quite sure the camera will not pick it up. I will just hold the 2 discolored ones beside a non-discolored one. And maybe the camera will show it. So that's discolored, and that's discolored, and that is not discolored. 3, 4, 5, these are nice. And let's then see if the camera picks up the discoloration. And it does not. That is interesting. Because these 2 on the bottom are discolored in these areas. And the camera does not pick it up at all. But I can see it, and I don't want it. So I will put these 2 into the biohazard box, where they will later on join the other discolored pieces. And at some time I will send them all to Chili Pre. So we have, we need 2 more of these 1x12 pieces. 6 were nice and 2 were not. Now let's look at the 4 bricks. A similar situation, we have 2 discolored ones, and the camera will probably not show it. A little bit you can see that the 2 on the top have discoloration in the middle parts. And you can see it just slightly, but the camera doesn't really pick it up perfectly. But I can see it. Into the biohazard. And now for our white pieces. I mean, this is very obvious. You can see it quite clearly. The 2x2 actually is not bad. I will keep that. Just have to tear it off here. And now you can also see that the bottom part is very much discolored. So they got it back. But the 2x2 is quite nice. It was covered almost certainly. And I can remove it from this list. Okay, let's look at the rest of the white pieces. Oh God. So what do we have here? Oh, these I will do later on. Just put them up here. Let's take a look at the plates first. The 2x4s, this 2x4 is nice, and the 2x6s are also okay. The 2x16s are also both just a little bit, but not very much. I will keep these 2x16s. But the 2x10s are very discolored. So they will have to be bleached or replaced. And this is even visible on the camera. It's much more prevalent if you see it in real life. The camera does hide it a bit, but you can see some of the discoloration there. So we will have to down this to 2x10s, both of them are. And these will be checked later on. Flat top antenna. Yep, that's right. Dark brown. Had already removed at least one of them. Let me see if there's more. Oh, there's three. Good thing I checked, so I thought maybe there are two of them. But that's explained then. Green pieces, we have three, but we want five. So two are still missing. And the broken one is biohazard. 8. These white pieces are not discolored. These are barely, one isn't and one is not. Oh no, also some discoloration here. We got 8 of the barbs. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. That's always nice. Oh, we got 2 lightsaber bars in white. And 10 of the more normal little spikes. 1, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now I see 8. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And here we have 10. And we have 2 more of these, and I guess the person that tried to complete these didn't really differentiate between the 2 and added 10 of each. But we only need 10 of the smaller ones, so those are extra. Very nice. So we're down to 78 different types of pieces that are still required. Most of them are now light bluish gray, a little bit of blue is left. And of course our blue and light blue studs. So this will go quickly down now. Our solitary 1x1 tiles in tan. And we're missing a bit of brown pieces. We are missing a spider. We are supposed to have 18 of these frictionless pins, but those we will count on later on. 8 of the corner pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. I'll do them here. And we got 4 2x2s. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 10 1x2s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now I'll take the frictionless, remove them first. Eighteen, 2, 4, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And I don't see the rest of them. 2 more missing. Okay, so if some of those pins are missing, maybe they're stuck inside some of the pinhole. And if not, we'll replace them simply before we rebuild the set. So this is something that is pretty unusual in modern sets, that you get both orientations in the same color of these clips. In modern sets, Lego usually spreads these out by color, so you only get one color with the one orientation and one with the other orientation, so that when you build it, you don't accidentally confuse them. But in this set, we have both colors in both one color in both orientations, so horizontal and vertically. Now, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, here are the 1 by 1 bricks. Why did I not see them? 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 2 seem to be missing. That's okay. So let's take out the 11 black pins. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Some axle connectors. All these 3 ones are accounted for. And some shorter axles in 4 length, 2 of them. We also have some bars and one blade modified with a door rail in 1 by 2. Here's our wrench, and we need 8 of the little barbs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and there's 1 more missing. I don't see it. It hid away, but that is also easy to replace. Okay, just the cheese slopes, 1, 2, 3, and 4, all there. These were here. We got 2 of the blue antenna bases. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's our blue pin down. And 1, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we're very close to the point where we can finally look at the minifigures. That is always a treat I leave till the end. So the transparent pieces. I should have 2 darker blue, so you can probably see the color difference even on the camera. Yeah, the 4 on the left are the dark blue transparent. And we have 4 of these. Then we have 5 of the tiles in trans light blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, and a 5. And the rest should be 29 of the trans light blue studs. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 29. That's nice. And we have 1 extra translate glue tile. Goes to the extra pile. And now we have some trans clear stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4 of the 1x2 plates. And 2 of the small cheese slopes. That's very nice. And we only have 1 of the 1x2 dark bluish gray bricks with 2 holes. And now let's take a look at the discolored yellow-white pieces. So this is probably also not visible on the cameras. One of these 1x2 slopes is discolored. I will try to show you if you can pick it out. Yeah, it is easily also visible on the camera that the one up here, this one, is discolored by the sun. So I will only keep the 5 ones that are nice. Put the one in the biohazard, maybe to be bleached or to be replaced or sent to Luxembourg. And these corner pieces, we have 8 of them in all. This one is discolored. This one is nice. This one is also nice, discolored. Nice, discolored, discolored. So that's not surprising. So we have 4 discolored ones and 4 ones that are not. So the 4 that are not discolored are probably simply not exposed to the outside, while these discolored studs that you can see on the 4 ones up top some are exposed. So we put this down to 4. And it looks like we're finished with the normal pieces, everything for weapons and the minifigures, which should be here in this bag. But before we continue and finish this set, let's take a look at what would happen if I was in need of buying all of these inside of Germany. That would be 29 euros for this, for the leftover and missing plastic pieces. And let's see, just out of curiosity, what would be in the whole of the European Union. 17. So in this case, we would pay more in Germany. Sometimes it's this way, and sometimes it's the other way around. Okay, so this is looking quite nice. I will take off the weapons and separate them out because they are not part of the minifigures. Straighten out the arms and place our minifigures. Oh, this seems, okay. Uh, so these two have capes. Capes look okay. Now we got a nice crocodile or alligator. I don't know which one it is. Another one, this looks like the boss of the crocodiles. He's got a cape and some bigger armor. But we will take a closer look later on. I just want to get the weapons out of the way. Oh, and something just broke. So this pearl gold is brittle. I'll show you in a second. Oh, this also seems to be some lady boss of the winged creatures. I'll spread her wings now. Before, oh, and this seems like some baddie or something of the winged creatures. We'll take a closer look soon, but now first look at the broken piece. So, I mean, this I have not encountered before. Dark red and dark brown I've seen quite often break, even especially in older sets. But in this set, and I don't know if you can see it broken. Yeah, it's the breakage is down there. And that will not even go to the biohazard because it's unsalvageable. It will go to the trash. Okay, so let's part out these weapons first. Still no spider, so I guess we're going to miss that. We have two of these nice pieces. These swords that also carry a blade that you can, a bar that you can put into them. So that's a nice combination if you put a bar in there. We have two of these and one of the bigger ones, which is also a double blade that you can put a bar into it. These are very nice. We have one of the normal dagger pieces. We got one normal lightsaber hilt. We got this chainsaw piece, one of them, and three of the small pearl gold barbs, all are there. Still no trans red studs, but we have two of the ones, and the other one is the broken piece. So all down is down to one. We have two trans red bars. We got the axe blade. We got one more of the 1x2 studs, bricks. We got one of the Translite blue bars. We have an extra 1x1 tile. So that's nice. Here's our reddish brown bar, our light bluish gray lightsaber hilt, and our light bluish gray, whatever that is called, weapon sword spike flexible. And that's that. And now finally we can get down to the minifigures. So there's more pieces missing than I would have hoped for, but none of these are especially rare. The plant piece and the spider, that's a bit bad. I think the spider, well, that's not uncommon. And of course these yellowed out pieces. That's why the overall number of missing pieces is quite high. So I think we will start with these lines. I believe they are the most common. And we should have 3 of them. One basic one, the long tooth. He appears in 3 sets. It's very cheap with 159 euros if you buy him now. And he looks good. Yeah, sometimes you just know that the figure is complete. He's got an interesting torso with some scarring going on. Double-sided head. And of course the nice headpiece to make him look like a real lion. So let's just check if the hands are correct. Yeah, he has white hands. So he's there. Let's take this boss, the lion boss. Laval in heavy armor, in a heavy armor cape. The head looks good. He's got a nice side and a smirking side. The normal starched stiff cape. Nice blue and tan legs. But the blue is a print on. You just have to check. Yeah, so they are all 3 of the lines have the same leg piece. Torso, blue in the middle, yeah, that's correct. And there's normal Chima breastplate. So this guy is also complete. And this is probably going to be some older boss. La Graves in heavy armor. That's nice. So he has a pearl gold armor. He has gray hair and also a lion beard, I would say. The legs are the same as the other lines. Torso, yeah, it's a bit more plain than the others, but he does have the pearl gold, and he has the most elaborate head with the gray and also some crown-like element. So all in all, quite nice. But I think the other ones will be even nicer. I didn't even check how much he's worth. 3, 4, yeah. Okay, let's go over to the birdies. We got the Raza in pearl gold armor, black guy. He's also like 2 euros. He only appears in this set. That's interesting. He's got his 2 black wings. The torso is of course special with the hook, which is quite expensive if you want to buy it in classic dark gray, which I learned recently when trying to complete some pirates. And he's got a nice purple, dark purple hand on the other part. And his legs have this belt on them. Yes. Let's look at the head. That is nice, but I will have the other side to the front. Two wings, and of course the correct headpiece, which is quite nice. It has this nice metallic red sheen to it. Let's see if we can pick it up on the camera. Yeah. So actually, I quite like this. I'm surprised it's not more expensive, especially since it only appeared in this set. But that's what you get for being unpopular, I guess, in Lego Chima. I like it. It doesn't matter how much it costs. Okay, we got the ladybird. She's called Ewald, or maybe you pronounce it differently in English, and she's quite more expensive. Ooh, so the current items for sale cost about 5 euros, and she has a nicely printed skirt piece. Nice torso, yellow hands. Yep. Let's take a look at her head, which is like a blue bird piece. And of course the elaborate bird. Very nice. Also in pearl gold in a shiny version. And she has her 2 white wings. So that is definitely also complete, which is good. Nice. Okay, so these are all here. Let's take a look at the crocodiles. Take a look at Mr. Crawley. That's his name. He appears in 4 sets, so he's not going to be expensive at all. €1.78 if you want to buy it now. And yeah, so I can already tell that he's complete. It's a very simple figure, no special parts. But this head is quite nice. You can take a look, and he has dark green hands. So he does have a little bit of scariness to him, and if you put on his headgear, he looks even better. So I like these crocodiles the most of these. Doesn't matter if they're bad guys. But I mean, even in movies, the bad guys are usually more interesting than the good guys. Okay, that's that. And now finally the Cracker. Oh, I think I have a set that is called Cracker something. This big ship is probably, so he seems to be like a big boss. And I expect this minifigure to be worth a bit more. Yeah, about 4 euros if you want to buy it used. So the cape wasn't really put in perfectly, but it's really hard to fix it once it's messed up like this. You can see it here in the back. So I could only make it, well, I could, no, well, the bend is in there. I can live with that. It's this old starchy material. Let's take a look, but I also got the feeling that he will be complete. Nicely printed legs. Torso that is not much visible because of the armor. Yep. The head. Yeah, that is nice. He looks a bit like some Venom character from from Marvel. And if you put his mask on, he becomes even more menacing and is complete. So we have all the minifigures in the set. That is quite good. And all we have 23 different types of missing pieces or pieces that were discolored, but none of them are spectacularly rare. So, I mean, it will probably be about 2-3 euros to replace these. And I think I have most of these pieces anyway in my collection. Let's see what would happen if I were to buy them in the European Union. Now, €5.85. That's interesting. I don't know if there's something expensive in there. So the white slope curve piece would cost 90, about €1. And the 1x2 light bluish gray plate, but I have them somewhere, and also the bricks. Yeah, this is expected. Um, let's see what would happen if I was going to buy them in Germany. $4.41. So I would get it a bit more cheaply here. And once I do a big haul, I will find better prices anyway. Okay, so we're quite finished now. I'm also starting to get tired, and I will finish now after the stream is finished. I leave you with this nice view of the minifigures here, all of them located at some time in the future. I don't know when. I will certainly build the set, but of course only after I've acquired the missing pieces, because I don't like building sets and then while building finding out that I don't have some of the pieces and having to search for them. Okay, here is the small part bin. Here we have the large part bin. And that's all for today. Have a wonderful evening. I'll see you around next time. Bye bye.